Hello and welcome to Story Time. Today our theme is all about New Year's. It's 2021 now and 2020 is all done. So our stories are going to be all about New Year's and New Year's Eve celebrations today. So our first book is The Night Before New Year's by Natasha Wing. 'Twas the last day of December, what we all call New Year's Eve. A whole year had flown by, it was hard to believe. So we drove to the store to buy party supplies, hats, horns and poppers, and sparkly bow ties. At home we put up all the streamers and balloons, silver, glitter, and gold stars to twinkle up our rooms. A banner was hung by the ceiling with care in hopes that baby New Year soon would be there. We gathered for dinner, a grand late-night feast. All our family favorites. I ate 3 cupcakes at least. With a clink of our glasses, we all gave a toast, making New Year's resolutions. My dad had the most. But I couldn't come up with one single vow. That's okay, said Mom. You don't have to right now. After dinner was done, we played checkers and charades, then broke out the cards for a long game of spades. We shared fond memories. Oh, there were dozens. Holidays, camping trips, and new baby cousins. Our eyelids were droopy, so we ducked out for fresh air. Then came in to watch the crowd lining Times Square. 1 more hour, said Dad, till the New Year is here. Put on your hats, said Mom, let's practice our cheer. Counting down from 10 without a single mistake. We tooted horns and popped poppers. I was now wide awake. My brother chased our puppy all through the house. Then Mom and Dad noticed it was quiet as a mouse. There was no sound of barking, no little boy chatter, so we sprang from the couch to see what was the matter. Well, what to our wondering eyes should appear but 2 party poopers? Make that 3 now. Oh dear. While our puppy curled up on my father's lap, my brothers and I went upstairs for a 5-minute nap. We both soon were nestled all snug in our beds while visions of fireworks danced in our heads. The next thing I knew, it was sunny and bright. Rats, we missed ringing in the New Year's last night. But that's when I came up with my resolution. I believe I will absolutely stay up for next New Year's Eve. All right. And they counted down from 10. So it's counting backwards. So can you count backwards with me from 10? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can say, Happy New Year!
No, I'm going to say zero.
Our next story is a Winnie the Pooh story. It's Happy New Year, Pooh. December 31st, said Pooh. Time to turn the page on my calendar. Pooh lifted the December page. He scratched behind his ears. No more pages. No more months, cried Piglet. That's terrible. Oh, Pooh's calendar is just broken, said Tigger. Let's go look at mine. Tigger's calendars are never broken. Tigger bounced into his house and flipped up the December page. He gasped. His tail drooped. No more months, it's true. What are we going to do? We could make a poem to say goodbye to the months, said Pooh. It's too sad, said Piglet. I can't think of anything else to say. You can't think of a poem, really, said Pooh. It just has to come to you. He sat down and looked at his paws. At last he looked up and said, Goodbye, January, with snow and frost. Oh dear, said Piglet, our whole year is lost. That's good, said Pooh. It rhymes very nicely. Pooh continued, no more February Valentine sweets. Goodbye March with winds and sleets. Sleets, asked Tigger. Well, you try, said Pooh. Tiggers don't do poetry, said Tigger. Tiggers can do Tigger poetry, said Pooh. So Tigger began. Ahem. On Miss April's drippy rains and May Maisie's crazies daisies chains. Did I rhyme it enough? Asked Tigger. Yes, said Pooh, you rhymed enough. This is fun, said Tigger. I'm feeling sadder and sadder, said Piglet. He wiped a tear from his cheek. You try, said Pooh. There's nothing like a bit of poetry to make you feel better. Almost June, sniffed Piglet, when the wood was green, and sniff all the Julys that might have been. Been what? Asked Tigger. Well, warm and picnicky, said Piglet. Smiled Tigger. They sat quietly for a while, then Pooh brightened. I think the rest of the poem has to come to me, he said. Goodbye, August, hot and lazy. Farewell, September, cool and hazy. October's colors we'll always remember, and pumpkin pies and chill of November. To December, farewell, we'll miss your cheer, our favorite month of all the year. We don't have to say goodbye to December, said Tigger. We're stuck here forever. Oh, yes, said Pooh, I forgot. Forever, sighed Piglet. Toot, toot, ring-a-ling-ling, bangity-bang. Piglet, Pooh, and Tigger heard the strange sounds coming from Rabbit's house. Maybe Rabbit's in trouble, cried Tigger. Let's go. Rabbit's house was filled with balloons and colorful streamers. Toot, toot. Eeyore was trumpeting on a little horn. Ring-a-ling-ling. Rabbit was ringing a bell. Bangity-bang. Christopher Robin was drumming on a pot with a wooden spoon while Kangaroo and Owl looked on cheerfully. I wonder why they're so happy, whispered Pooh. They haven't heard the sad news, whispered Piglet. Well, it's our bonding duty to tell them, said Tigger. He bounced over to Rabbit's calendar and lifted the December page. I'm sorry to spoil the festivities, he said, but we seem to have a big problem. There'll be no more months in the 100-acre wood, said Pooh. Piglet wiped another tear. Well, I suppose it's to be expected, said Eeyore. Gaiety sung and danced doesn't work for everyone, you know. Don't worry, Eeyore, said Christopher Robin. Of course there will be more months. There will? asked Pooh. Christopher Robin handed Pooh a pot. Come on, help us ring in the new year, he cried. New year? asked Pooh. You mean we have a whole new year ahead of us? Yes, said Christopher Robin. With a January and a new February, asked Pooh. And a whole new March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December, cried Tigger. Yes, said Christopher Robin, and look, I've got new calendars, one for each of us. Wow, said Pooh, they're beautiful. They're fantabulous, cried Tigger. This is so great, we should have a party to celebrate. That's exactly what we're doing, said Rabbit. He gave Tigger a horn. There now, no more moping around. We've got to welcome in the new year with a happy noise. Piglet smiled quietly. He thought about the picnics and pumpkin pies he'd been sharing with his friends in the new year. It's a very friendly thing to say goodbye to an old year and welcome in a new one with your friends, he said. Yes, said Pooh, giving Piglet a little hug. That's just the way it should be. And I have a little song that you can sing with me. So I'll sing it one time, and then we'll sing it a second time where you can sing it with me. And it's like Happy Birthday. Happy New Year to you. May all your wishes come true. Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Do you want to sing it with me this time? Okay, let's sing it all together. Happy New Year to you. May all your wishes come true. Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year to you.
To Mom.
Okay. And how many months are in 1 year?
1 and 2. 12.
12, you're right. There are 12 months in 1 year. And Tigger and Pooh and Piglet, they were saying all the months of the year. But I have a little song that will help you remember those months. So let's sing it together. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And how many months was it? In 1 year, 12. Can we count to 12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Wow, okay, you got to 12. Good job. 12 months and a year. Our next book is Squirrel's New Year's Resolution by Pat Miller. Resolution is a really big word. Can you say that?
Resolution.
Let's break it up. Can we clap the syllables? Resolution. How many syllables?
3.
Well, resolution. 4. It's a really big word.
I know my mom.
All right. So a resolution is when you decide that you want to do something important for the next year. So sometimes people call it a goal. Do you have a goal or a resolution, Emma, that you would want to share?
When it comes to summer, I just learn how to swim.
Learn how to swim. That is a very good resolution. Okay, so let's find out what Squirrel's resolution is.
Like school.
Squirrel pinned up her brand new Nut of the Month calendar. It's January 1st, the radio said. A great day to make a resolution. Make a resolution, wondered Squirrel. How do you do that? Bear might know. She went to see Bear at Lone Wood Library. Happy New Year, he said. Same to you, Bear. Do you know how to make a resolution? Is it like making a snack? Bear laughed. Resolutions are more important than snacks. More important than snacks, said Squirrel. What is a resolution? A resolution is a promise you make to yourself to be better or to help others, Bear said. When we begin a new year, we make a fresh start. Wow, did you make a resolution? Asked Squirrel. I did, Bear answered. I resolved to teach others how to read. I'm going to teach Skunk as soon as she gets well. Oh no, Skunk is still sick, Squirrel thought, as she hurried to Skunk's house for a visit. She forgot all about making a resolution. Skunk was sick of being sick. I'm stuck in bed till Dr. Owl says I'm better, said Skunk. I would rather be learning to read. That's my New Year's resolution. Squirrel knew how to cheer up her friend. She hid at the foot of the bed. She popped up and shouted, "Boo!" Skunk giggled. Hide and skunk was her favorite game. Squirrel popped up again. Boo! And Skunk, and again, boo! By now Skunk was laughing hard. Just then Dr. Owl came by. Skunk, I can tell by your laughter that you are feeling much better, he said. Now you can visit Bear. Just make sure you have a healthy lunch first. Lunch, thought Squirrel. She headed toward the hidey hole diner. Maybe someone there can help me with my resolution. On her way, she met Mole and Turtle. Mole was holding a map close to his nose. What are you doing? Asked Squirrel. Turtle and I resolved to plant a garden, said Mole, but I can't find a good place to dig with all these trees. Wait here, said Squirrel. She dashed up an oak tree and looked down. She spied Wildcat Creek. On its bank, a perfect place for a garden. Squirrel scampered down and led Mole and Turtle through the woods to the edge of the creek. She helped them stake out string for the borders of the garden. Thanks, Squirrel. I'll start digging right after lunch, said Mole. lunch, thought Squirrel, and she rushed away. She still hadn't thought of a resolution. At the diner, Squirrel chose a stool next to Porcupine. He looked grumpy. "What's wrong?" asked Squirrel. "I resolved to be less grumpy, so I'm trying to laugh more, but I can't think of anything funny." "I can help you think of something funny. Like, why did the squirrel run back and forth across the road?" "I don't know why," asked the Porcupine. "Because she was nuts," laughed the squirrel. Porcupine laughed too. "I get it. That reminds me, what's striped and bouncy?" "Tell me," giggled Squirrel. "Skunk on a trampoline," said Porcupine. Squirrel laughed herself right off the stool. Porcupine said, "That's a good one. I'd better write these down." Off he went to find paper and pencil. Squirrel felt left out. Porcupine has a resolution, so do Bear and Skunk and Mole and Turtle. She thought, I'm the only animal in the forest who hasn't made a New Year's resolution. Rabbit came to take Squirrel's order. "Would you like to try my New Year's special?" asked Rabbit. "Sure," said Squirrel. "Maybe it will help me make a resolution. I wish I knew how." "Think of a way to improve yourself, or a way to use what you're good at to help others," said Rabbit. Squirrel ate her lunch special and thought hard. Just then, Skunk came in. "I need a healthy lunch. Thanks to Squirrel, I'm feeling better." "Sit with me," Skunk Bear called. "I see you brought our first book." Turtle and Mole came in next. "What do you have for two thirsty animals who just started a garden?" said Mole. "Squirrel found a terrific place for it," said Turtle. Porcupine hurried in. "Do you know why Bear said caw, caw?" Before anyone could answer, Porcupine said he was learning another language. All the animals laughed. "I didn't know you were so funny," said Mole. "Me either," said Porcupine. "Squirrel got me started." Rabbit said to Squirrel, "You're doing a good job on your resolution." "I didn't know I had one," said Squirrel. "Your actions are better than words. It looks like you resolved to help someone every day," said Rabbit. "Really?" asked Squirrel. "I did it! I made my first resolution." "Hooray for Squirrel!" shouted all the other animals. It was going to be a very happy New Year. Alright, and our next story is called Freedom Soup by Tammy Charles. And a lot of people have different traditions that they do on New Year's to help make it a good New Year. And this is about a special soup that one family makes. "Today is New Year's Day. This year I get to help make freedom soup. Tigran says I've got a heart made for cooking, and it's time I learn how." Outside, snow is piling cottony thick. Inside, warm, sweet air flows. Haitian compa pours through the speakers. The shake, shake of maracas vibrates down to my toes. Tigran's feet tap, tap to the rhythm. We pause our dancing, and Tigran says, "First bell is the epsis." She places the pylon between my knees. Click, clack, click, clack. Together we mash the garlicky herbs to the compa beat, and then we add it to our meat and let it rest. Next is your favorite, the pumpkin. Tigran smiles and pulls it out of the boiling water. Ribbons of steam dance up to the ceiling. She lets me peel the pumpkin. The skin melts off like butter. Then Tigran browns the meat in a new pot and gathers the rest of the ingredients: pumpkin, herbs, potatoes, carrots, cabbage, and celery. "Your turn," she says. One by one, I slide the ingredients into the bubbling liquid. The pumpkiny garlic smell swirls all around us. "Know why they call it freedom soup?" Tigran asks. "Because it's free?" It's the same answer I always give. Tigran laughs her loud, deep belly laugh. Oh, Belle, nothing in this world is free, not even freedom. She begins to tell a story, the same one she tells every year, a story of the place she was born, Haiti. Long ago, my country was a land of sugarcane and coffee fields, and my people were slaves, working under the fiery sun, growing vegetables, making soup for their masters, soup they were never allowed to eat themselves. Freedom soup was only for the free. No soup for New Year's? My face feels hot. And then what happened? I asked. Years passed. The slaves' hands were tied, spirits shattered, blood shed, freedom stolen, pride gone. Enough was enough. It was time to fight and win back their freedom. Trumpets blare. I hear it, Tigran. The revolution is here. The compa beat drums through my skin. I see them, the fire dancing in their eyes as they fight to take back what's theirs. I see the colors of freedom, the tan streets of Port-au-Prince covered in broken black chains, kettles of hot yellow soup, a sweet pumpkiny garlic aroma filling the air. I see Tigran's people, my people, eating soup to celebrate the end of slavery, eating soup to celebrate the start of freedom. We clap our hands and sing to the sky, Haiti is free, freedom soup for everyone. Tigran lowers the flame while I throw in the pasta. My grandmother taught this tradition to my manman, who taught it to me, and I taught it to your mother, and I'll teach it to my children one day. Tigran's dark sky eyes smile as we sit in the living room, and she pulls me in real close, and they'll share it with everyone who will come after. The pumpkiny garlicky smell scents the air as cousins, uncles, and aunts arrive and dance. We share stories of Tigran's faraway island and taste freedom again and again and again. What a lovely soup you made, Belle, they say. I puff out my shoulders wider than the Haitian mountains, stand so tall I can almost touch the moon. All around, just like my family, people gather and share. In our house, we celebrate till the last drop of soup is gone, gone, gone. And in the very back of this book, it's the whole recipe on how to make freedom soup. So you can check it out and try to make your own pot of freedom soup.
I want to try it again.
You want to try it? And our last story today is by Cynthia Rylant, and the title is Stars Will Still Shine. This new year, the sky will still be there. The stars will still shine. Birds will fly over us. Church bells will chime. Cows will have calves. Kittens will sleep. Flowers will bloom. A promise they keep. We shall have peaches, we shall have pie, we shall have ice cream 3 scoops high. Homes will be cozy, homes will be warm. We'll curl up together when rain makes a storm. And in this new year, love will be strong, growing and growing all the days long. There will be goodness, there will be grace, there will be light in every dark place. The sky will still be there, the stars will still shine. Birds will fly over us. Church bells will chime. And that is the end of our story time. Happy New Year, and check our websites for updated information about what's happening at your library. Thanks, bye.